Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
He's the popular bearded dad of Livonia, but after 27 days on a ventilator here at the hospital, tonight his children are praying for a miracle.
The UAW is not happy with General Motors, the Mexico investment just announced by the Detroit automaker that the union is calling a slap in the face.
We'll begin with Governor Whitmer revealing the vaccine numbers Michigan needs to reach for her to fully reopen the state. Topping our news at 11, the governor announcing a 4-phase plan that all depends on us, Michiganders, getting vaccinated.
The first threshold to reach is getting 55% of Michigan adults vaccinated. That will allow getting people back in the office. 60% will allow for greater capacity at sports stadiums and gyms, as well as banquet halls and funeral homes.
Once we hit 65%, the governor would lift all indoor restrictions, only requiring social distancing. At 70%, all restrictions can be lifted, including the face mask mandate. Now, getting to these various thresholds kind of depends on which set of numbers you use.
So we reached out to Lawrence Tech tonight for help working the math and when we could reasonably expect to hit each milestone. Mara McDonald is live on campus, and Mara, the chair of the Math and Computer Science Department, helped us out with this.
He sure did. And, you know, math professors have been asking students forever to show your work. Well, Dr. Nelson showed us his work to explain how this is going to work. Let me show you.
We have to have a set of clear goals to accompany every step of this process.
The goals may be clear, but the math all depends on what set of numbers you use. Dr. Patrick Nelson mapped out 2 projections for us taken straight from the state's website. Per the state, 30% of us are fully vaccinated, while close to 49% have at least 1 shot.
In terms of mathematics, it's a very straightforward equation of a basically slope formula, y equals mx plus b.
Technically, the governor's guidance on these various steps, 55, 60, 65, and 70% vaccinated, says fully vaccinated, meaning both doses. But today, she clarified she would lift restrictions with just 1 dose for that 55% step.
If we use this number, we're only going to be looking at 18 days to get to the 55%.
At 55% plus 2 weeks, the governor says she'd lift the remote work requirement. All of this assumes the best case scenario, which is vaccinations continue at a little over 33,000 per day. At that rate, Nelson says expect to see 5% increases every 15 days. But, and it's a big but.
If you look at the numbers, though, the rate of the people getting vaccinated is decreasing. So because of that, I think it's going to be tough to get to the higher numbers if you just simply look at it mathematically.
Back here live, when we're talking about those higher numbers, Dr. Nelson says that's anything over 60%. Kimberly, back to you.
So, Mara, best case scenario, according to the professor, how long would it take to get to that 70% vaccinated number where the masks can come off?
So assuming that we use the fully vaccinated number instead of that 1 dose vaccinated number, he says it looks like 118 days.
Interesting.
Back to you.
Okay. Mara, thank you.
Now, at her briefing today, Governor Whitmer revealing that hospitalizations are going down.
It was just 2 weeks ago, dozens of hospitals across the state were listed as near capacity.
Our 7-day case average, hospitalizations, and ICU numbers are all coming down. While the daily case count, test positivity, and hospitalization numbers are still not where we want them to be, we're headed in the right direction.
And a few hours after the briefing, Governor Whitmer received her 2nd dose of the vaccine in Grand Rapids.
While a Livonia family is praying for a miracle to save the patriarch of their family. Chuck Robertson's just 53 years old, contracted COVID last month, and has basically been in the hospital ever since. Jason Colthorpe live in Livonia at St. Mary Mercy Hospital, where, Jason, the clock is ticking, isn't it?
It really is, Devin, because Chuck Robertson's lungs have completely failed now at this point, and he's still 2, probably 3 steps away from even being in the position to get a lung transplant. Chuck Robertson is known as the man with the beard. He's the bad, you-know-what bearded man.
Oh, yes. Dad's been growing that now for a few years.
He's also a proud girl dad. Chuck's 3 girls, Sophia, Allie, and Faith, along with their mom, Lisa, have rallied the Livonia community for prayers and hope because Chuck needs a lung transplant.
We love Dad so much, and he would do anything for us, so we're going to make sure we do everything we can so that he can
recover and be here for us, because we love him with our entire being.
Yeah. He's the best girl dad there is.
Yeah.
After 40 days in the hospital and 27 days on a ventilator, doctors say Chuck can't last much longer.
It's only a few more days. So it's absolutely devastating, yeah.
What is this? I can't imagine. What has this been like for you guys?
Absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's our worst nightmare.
Yeah.
The Robertsons need an ECMO machine to open up at Henry Ford so Chuck can be transferred. The ECMO is basically an artificial lung machine, and it would buy him more time.
Can't believe in this great country that we're literally waiting on a list for an ECMO machine for my dad to live. He's only 53 years old. He's so young.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to see Faith graduate high school and needs to see his meet his grandkids one day. It's just so unfair.
He's got a lot of living to do. He's also got to grow his beard back because once he went on the vent, they had to shave it. And before he was sedated, he told his girls, I'm going to survive this. I'm going to grow this beard back. You can count on that. By the way, the Livonia community has helped raise $27,000 now out of a goal of about $100 to try and cover their astronomical medical bills. And the girls just hope they get the chance to spend that on a lung transplant. Devin.
That's so right. And what are we hearing early on in the pandemic when the hospitals were flooded, we talked a lot about ECMO machines and their availability. What's the supply situation on those now?
They're not generally in short supply. I ran this by Dr. Frank McGeorge tonight, and he said, but they're not, in infinite supply either. He goes, what we're probably seeing, the ECMO beds are actually being used to treat severe COVID patients, which we have more of at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why the daughters have been saying, as they tell me, millions of prayers every night, not just for their dad here, but for the patients at Henry Ford, so one of them gets better, gets out of a bed, and they can have their dad transferred over there. Back to you.
We've added a few more prayers tonight from this story. All right, Jason. Former State Health Director Robert Gordon making his first public comments today after abruptly resigning back in January.
Gordon testified before the State House, revealing he resigned after he was called to a meeting with the governor's staff.
When I arrived, I saw the governor and members of her staff. And the governor said to me, Robert, grateful for your service. I think it's time to go in a new direction.
Gordon says Governor Whitmer attended that meeting via video. Republicans have criticized his $155,000 separation agreement, leading to the governor and Gordon dropping the confidentiality provision of the deal.
3 people now facing charges connected with a home invasion in Oakland County. It was Monday just after midnight that a Walled Lake family was awakened by people shouting racial slurs and breaking down their front door. A mother and her 2 children were home at the time. That mother firing shots through the bedroom door, trying to defend her family. 3 people, there they are, arraigned today on charges of home invasion and ethnic intimidation.
Former contractor and longtime Kwame Kilpatrick friend Bobby Ferguson is getting out of prison early. Ferguson was granted a compassionate release after serving 8 years of a 21-year sentence for extortion and bribery. It comes after his friend and co-conspirator, former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's prison sentence was commuted by President Donald Trump. Ferguson owes the city of Detroit $6 million in restitution.
General Motors announcing today it is investing $1 billion to convert an assembly plant in Mexico to build electric vehicles, a decision being slammed by the UAW. UAW releasing this statement, quote, "This is a slap in the face for not only UAW members and their families, but also for U.S. taxpayers and the American workforce. General Motors automobiles made in Mexico are sold in the United States and should be made right here, employing American workers." GM responded with a statement of their own. saying General Motors is committed to creating good-paying U.S. jobs as we transition to an all-electric future, and our recent announcements are proof of that commitment. Among the lawmakers already weighing in, Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who says, quote, not one American dollar should support our own jobs being shipped off to Mexico.
Well, the pick is in. The new regime making a splash on draft night tonight.
Yeah, just ahead, Bernie will introduce us to the newest Detroit Lion. But first, let's check in with Ben.
Devin and Kim, with weekend is in sight, and we've gotten most of the rain out of here, but those temperatures keep tumbling. We'll show you how far they're going to fall coming up.
All right, Ben, but first, an emotional night for a Macomb County family who honored a loved one who was killed by a suspected drunk driver.
He didn't deserve to die at the hands of that man. And that's what hurt.
A very emotional tribute coming up next.